Hey, all right. I almost didn't do this video. Here's why. This is an awesome video. I'm going to give away my $17.4 million funnel. I'm going to dissect the heck out of it. I'm going to show you the pages. Now, what does that translate to? It's about $20,000 a day that I'm generating 100% from Facebook with just one of my products. Just one. I'm going to show you the pages, show you the funnels, I'm going to show you the ads, I'm going to show you everything right here in this video, the case study. Just imagine for a moment, if I'm willing to do this much in a free video in a bootcamp, imagine what we're going to do for our students inside of FB Academy. That's why I keep telling you, look at the links below this, all right? There's a workshop, there's more information about the FB Academy. Get involved, all right? Get involved. You're going to love what you see. But more than anything, let me open your mind to the massive potential. So think about it this way. We're on this funnel doing $20,000 a day in revenue. 17.4 million I've done in the last 18 months thanks to this very funnel that you're about to learn. And I've still only scratched the surface. I think we're running at 10 to 15% of capacity. There is more I can do for this inside of Facebook, yet still more to be done. That's how powerful what I'm going to share with you is in this very video. So get ready to take lots of notes, draw my diagrams, dissect it, think about it, consider it, be a part of it. All right, you ready? You ready? All right, let's do it. I'm going to turn to my computer and I'm going to start to spill some beans. Here we go. All right, it is now time to go into something I've never ever talked about or shown anyone. You ready? This is my $17.4 million funnel. As a matter of fact, right now it's doing about $20,000 a day in sales. And that is pretty impeccable. All right, so I'm going to share with you and show you the different kinds of ads. Now, I can't show you everything on this video because we'd be here for hours. I have lots of ads, lots of creatives, but I'll show you a few examples. And I'm going to show you exactly what the funnel looks like. Remember, I told you when you do Facebook ads, right, there's basically two main elements. One is your ads, but you can't ignore your landing page and how much that impacts, or really your funnel. And I think that even more than landing page, the funnel is really important. So because if your landing page is not at best, right, let's say it's performing 10% lower than it should, if you've got a great funnel, it's going to make up for all of it. So the deeper your funnel can go, the better you're going to do. So we're going to go through all of this, all right? I'm going to show you the ads, I'm going to show you my landing pages, and I'm going to show you my funnel. So that's kind of like the third thing, all in this video. All right. And if you want more details and you want to be able to learn how to do this even more, you know where to click to get on to the workshop. So now let's talk about the funnel. So we have Facebook, right? It's where it all starts for our Facebook ads. So this is where Facebook ads are. And I have all kinds of ads. I'll show you the kinds that I'm using the most. So, and I'll kind of assign a percentage to you to show you. So firstly, there's video ads, right? And then we have image ads. Now, I will tell you that probably 65% of my ads are on video. On video, maybe even 70. Then I would tell you that another probably about 20% are on image. Then we also have story and we have text. And we're using these two mostly for retargeting. So story is probably about 10% and then text is about 5%. Here's what we found. For me personally, for my brand, these two are working the best. I think it has a lot to do with the fact that I'm pretty good on video, so the users really, interact with me, and so video just outdoes most of anything else I could do. And even in video, you'll see that I'm doing basically three kinds of videos, okay? And I'll show you at least examples of two of them. One is what I call like a cartoon video. So my team wanted to go out and create videos where they didn't necessarily always need me to be on camera. Then I'm doing these really easy selfie videos, right? Which I can just shoot by using a selfie stick in my iPhone. And then I'm doing these videos that I call like production. They're literally like little short films. And I mean, they work, right? But you'll also see that so do these. All right, so do these. Now, the one I'll show you that's in production, you've probably even seen it on Facebook. And it's been around the longest. So it'll have the most interaction and the most engagement and the most views only because it's been around the longest. And then when it comes to images, we really do a couple of kinds. So one, we do try cartoon type images, all right? And then other ones we do what I call face-to-face images. So it's really just showing my face, and that tends to work really well for us. So what does the funnel look like? All right, that's kind of how the ads work, and I'll show them to you in a moment. And now, what is my landing page? So the landing page is essentially a glorified opt-in page, but it's really a web reg page. all right? So it's, in other words, really an opt-in page, because although I offer them to register for a webinar, we also do give them a free ebook. Now, we've been split testing, results without the free ebook, so I don't know which version of the page you're going to see, but when you land on the thank you page, you do see the free ebook. Now, we are using a software called EverWebinar by Andy Jenkins, and so that's what we're using to run this automated webinar. Great software. It's done really well for us, so I recommend you go ahead and grab it. EverWebinar, if you're doing webinar funnels, and then of course, Learn's also working on our own version of a really kick butt one, but that's more for internal. But EverWebinar, is used by lots of marketers. It's doing great stuff. Now, when someone registers for this, the first thing when they say yes is they're going to land on the thank you page. Now, there's a little trick here that you've got to pay attention to, and this little trick helps us make a lot more money and helps us be able to expand our Facebook ads a lot quicker. So the thank you page has got a video from me, and it just thanks them, and it's got the webinar info and all the calendar boxes, but there's a link here. This is what we call our, let me just write it again, our tripwire. And I'll explain to you what that is. So if they click that, they move into this direction. So not to confuse matters, let me erase this. So this is a tripwire, okay? And so basically, while they're waiting to attend the webinar, we say, hey, we got some other really cool stuff for you. If you want to check it out, just click the link. So if they do that, so this is the tripwire. If they do that, they're going to land on a page, and you'll see this. I'm going to go through the process for you. They'll land on a page with a video and a button, okay? If they click this button, they will go to a application page, all right? So they fill out a bunch of stuff here, at which point we will call them. We have a really cool program that not everyone qualifies for, but we'll have someone actually call them, and if they qualify, there's usually a pretty high ticket sale back there. I mean, we're talking really high ticket. And by adding this, guys, this alone, this little bit alone has allowed us to be able to 300% increase our profits. Maybe 300% is a little aggressive. It depends on what audience we're targeting. So I'm going to maybe say 300% is a little aggressive, but I can definitely tell you without a shadow of doubt it's 200%. You know what that does is it allows us more wiggle room in our ads. It allows us to outbid our competition, and it also allows us to feel a heck of a lot safer when we are doing our ads, because we know it's hard for us to lose money. All right. So this is what and then once they have registered, here's what it looks like. So once they have registered for the webinar, they then obviously get put into an autoresponder reminder system, right? So that they can be reminded of the webinar. Then they show up live for the webinar, and that's the chat functions, and that's the webinar. And from here, a couple of things are going to happen. All right. First and foremost is they're going to go to the order page and say yes, and hence they will have bought the program. All right. In that case, it's a $14.97 sale, which is pretty good. Which is why we can afford to have such a long funnel, because we know in the end there's a pretty high ticket sale happening. That's why I always say if you're doing a lower ticket product, you don't want to do webinar funnels. It doesn't make any sense. Or they will simply go to the order page and not buy. So they'll go to the order page, but they'll say no. Or they won't even show up. All right, and there's really a fourth option too. I mean, fourth option is they show up, but they don't even go to the order page. They show up and they leave. Okay, so if they say no, what ends up actually happening is they're dumped into a new autoresponder, and they're taken to webinar number 2. They're given the ability, so we redo all of this funnel, but we do it with a second webinar that we have that again promotes the same product. If they don't show up, they're taken to a whole new funnel, which is to push the replay. And if they show up and leave, then again, they're put into a new funnel, which shows them webinar 2. So guys, just look at how many opportunities we have to get not only a sale of the main product, but then this right here, this was the hidden sauce right here. This has been what's allowed us to expand our budgets and to do more than anything before. So it's by adding this little button here, it changed everything for us and has made everything more profitable and more capable of being done. So that's why I told you, even if the web reg page isn't that wonderful, your actual funnel is super key if you want to be able to outbid everybody and outcompete everybody in the Facebook environment. All right, so let's go have a little look. So let me first show you a few examples of our ads, okay? Like I said, I can't show you all of them. I don't want to show all of them either, as I'm sure you can understand. But hey, remember, as FB Academy students, we unveil everything. We don't hide back anything. So here's a reg page. Since it's only pulled up already, I'll just show it to you. So we've kept it very, very simple. We've wanted to make it very compliant. So just as a beginner-friendly blueprint to building a passive business around almost any interest using only email. We've made it very specific. We didn't add a lot of hype. Facebook has no problem with this page. Attend the training and discover the same 5 steps I've used time and time again to build multiple successful businesses. Remember, notice how I'm talking about myself and not other people, not promising them they can do it. Live demo, watch over my shoulder as I build a business right on the training. Again, you know, that's a validatable statement. They could go and watch my webinar. They'll see that I do it. There are over 4.2 billion email... Well, I just found an issue. That should be 4.6. There are over 4.2 billion email addresses in the world. Learn how to grab a tiny slice of these and turn them into an information business. Notice how I didn't just say turn them into a business, but I turn them into an information business. And even up here, notice how I said the beginner-friendly blueprint to building a passive business around almost any interest using only email. I made it more specific. That's what Facebook wants. And so then you'll see here testimonials. We put some great testimonials here from some pretty big people to add a lot of credibility. Notice the big disclaimer statement. Notice that we have all of our footer statements in there. And so this page is incredibly compliant. Then you go to save my free seat. You go to select date. So I'll just select this date here and this time zone here. And just register. I register and boom.
Hey, congratulations.
All right, notice this now. So this is a video of me congratulating them. This is the stuff that tells them about when the webinar is and a little bit add to your calendar, the live room URL that they can eventually go to. But then this is the little secret that really lit the whole thing up. It says, if you're really serious about turbocharging your results, watch the 5 secrets training before the live web class starts. So you click on this and boom. This is basically a 2-hour webinar, but it's a really engaging video. It's a replay of a webinar we did, and at the end of it, I asked for an application, and the application page looks like this. All right. The application is a nice long application. It's got a big video from me up there. It's got name, email, all this data that you have to put in. You hit submit, and then our coaches are able to see it and see if it's a good fit for what we're looking for you. So there you go. If I go back to Desk Scribble, I can show you that you have now seen this page. You saw this page. You saw this page. You saw this page. These pages aren't really worth seeing because EverWebinar doesn't let you control what they look like. So this page is designed by EverWebinar. This is behind the scenes. This is not a page. This is just an autoresponder. Basically, when I filled out my email address, I was put into an autoresponder. So you've seen essentially the key parts of the funnel. It's not that difficult. Most of them are completely done for me by this automated software. So it wasn't really me doing it. All right. Now let's go look at some of my ads. So let me show you this ad, which is just done superbly well. What I'm showing you an example of now is actually this video right here. Okay, it's that one. It's the production style. So look at the catch. If I want to stop you dead in your tracks when you're scrolling, first of all, I got a nice picture of a Lamborghini. That usually stops people. And then I say, I stole a Lamborghini to make this video for you. Now tell me, that's pretty intriguing. So you're going to want to watch that. And then I have 2 links saying free webinar, learn the 5 steps that even my friend uses to build his email business. And so I'm just going to show you a couple of like 5-10 seconds of the video. It's I don't know how well it'll come out or how choppy it will be, but let's give it a shot. All right. So let me turn this mic 1 second here. I'm going to turn the mic. Oops. There we go. I'm turning it closer to the speaker so you can hear. All right, that's good.
Hey, bro, I gotta jump on this webinar right now.
All right, no problem, man. I'll get out of your hair.
The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Jimmy.
So you want a Lamborghini? I'm gonna show you easily how to get one. Just steal your friends.
All right. So one of the things I want you to notice in this is that there's subtitles. Okay, now Facebook has an awesome way for you to just do that on your own. So Facebook's subtitle system, you can actually essentially get it done. We hard coded it onto the video. You don't have to do that. It's full production. You can tell that this was pre-staged. The cameras were in the right places. We probably took 2-3 hours to shoot this video, maybe a bit more. And then, of course, I had my friend in on it. Jimmy was in on it. I was at his house, so we shot this. But, and then it's got the flashy car. It's got all those little entertainment elements there. And you can also see that 1.9 million views, 3,700 shares, 18,000 likes. So this was added 10 months ago. This has been around for a long time, but this video has made us, I don't know, probably $1 million by now or some crazy number. I'm not, maybe million's a little hyped up, but it's done a lot. I can tell you this, it's paid for itself in spades. And the whole thing took probably, the cost of production of this video for me was probably, if I were to do the math, about $2,000, maybe $2,500. I had to use a professional videographer to do it. So at the time of it, might sound like a lot, but then we knew what it would be able to do in the back end. This is why I say that when you're just starting, you don't need to do these fancy videos. They're very expensive to create, and you can do just as well with selfie videos. So
When it comes to email marketing,
There you go, and just like that, we got ourselves a Lamborghini. Now listen, I have a really important message to share with you. I want to give you 5.
all right, there you go. So before we even know it, I moved into the message, and then I'm driving, and then eventually I tell him I'll pull over, and I have this like beautiful shot behind me, the screen, the car. I talk for a little while, and then basically I pretend like I got a phone call from Jimmy. He's yelling at me. You'll see it right now. Oh, see, I'm on the phone, and I'm getting yelled at, and then I tell him I got to take the car back. And then this part was a little bit of comedy, which you can watch right now. This obviously, when you do production style videos, you want to add a little flavor to them.
Hey, dude. I'm sorry, man. It was a lot of fun, man.
Keep watching.
I'm sorry, dude. I'll get you.
All right, so that was a production style video, and now I'll show you another one that we've done that's not quite so much. So we used just a cartoon style here where I just did an audio over. It's a much simpler, straightforward ad. The number one tool for building a business, where we've both already used it at least once today. And then just here's the video.
Don't look now, but the number one key to building a great business, virtually all by itself, is right under our noses. It's an incredibly simple tool.
All right, so we recently just put this out, and it's doing okay. It's not doing superbly well, and no wonder my videos are coming in such bad
That
quality.
pretty much all of us use.
Sorry, guys. Even the other video, I was wondering why it was such low quality. I hadn't clicked HD on. And then you'll see an example here of just an image ad, right? So look at how simple this is. It's not even got this one doesn't even have my face on it. So looking for a business that can be done from anywhere. And then it's just a picture of the Eiffel Tower, the guy said. So the whole point here, the whole point of this image is to catch someone's attention. The Eiffel Tower usually will catch people's attention. And the fact that there's a guy sitting on his desk with his legs up in front of the Eiffel Tower, it's pretty intriguing. And then it says work from anywhere. So our whole point of this image is to stop someone dead in their tracks and to just get them to pay attention to what we have. And we think that this does it. And so this ad's been doing pretty decent. And then you see another one, which is the exact opposite, which is really an image link ad. And it's really got my face on there with a free book plus web class. And it's just a more branded ad. And there you go. That is how these ads shape up. That's what they look like. And so we just do a lot more of these guys. I mean, it really doesn't have to be any more complicated than that. So there you have it. Though that is my, by the way, look at that, 22,000 likes on that one. So that's probably been scaled up over time a lot. So you've seen really the ads, the main kinds of ads that we're working on. You have seen, what the funnel looks like. This is what's generating $20,000 a day in sales purely from Facebook, by the way. Purely from Facebook. We are just getting to the point now where we're going to launch a lot of YouTube and Google ads. But this, what you've seen, is coming straight from Facebook. All right, there you go. If you want more amazing stuff like this, all you got to do is get involved, get into the workshop. All right, and we'll keep working with you on this, and we'll teach you how to do pretty much anything on Facebook, whether you're a local business, whether you're a digital business, an e-commerce business, a consultant, a coach, a network marketer. It doesn't matter. Facebook can be used pretty much exactly the same way for everybody. All right, this is Onyx and On reminding you, when life pushes you, stand straight, smile, and push it the heck back. I'll see you inside the workshop.